I have pure Final Dungeon vibes here from this area, from this castle, from this fortress that we have infiltrated. Oh, we're gonna fight together. We're fighting everything along the way, by the way. We're in a stage now where, like, not fighting these things just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I mentioned, by the way, in previous episodes about side quests and extension quests. I think some people skim the videos, which is fine. You don't have to watch absolutely everything. It's not gonna hurt me, nor is it a bad idea to do that. Your time is valuable, and you should value your time. Always. You spend your time the way you want to have fun. If watching the full video is fun for you, if watching some parts of it is fun for you, that's what you should do. But second of all, I should probably say, to add to that, to surround that, I said in the previous video that we will not be really going forward with a lot of side quests. We said we were going to do side story lands and side story Senna. Right now I'm at a stage with the game where the game has been very long and I'm enjoying it, but I don't want to get to the stage where I am kind of like burnt out, because there is a feeling sometimes where it's like, oh my god, this game is really, really long. This is technically the longest playthrough on the channel in terms of game length. It's probably not going to be the longest game. Maybe it will be the longest game in terms of, will it beat Skyward Sword's 74 episode streak? I'm toppled, help somebody else. Possibly, I think it definitely could. I think it definitely could beat that streak. But we'll see. If that's something that upsets you, I think I even said at the start I wasn't going to be doing every single side quest on camera at all. I think I said this before, for sure. I think a similar thing happened with Pokemon where, the thing is, like 99% of people are kind of like, yeah, that's cool, no problem, Calvin. And there's also people who are like, but I was expecting this, and it's like, but I said this. I think it happened with Pokemon when I was like, at the start of the game I was like, I'm not gonna catch every single Pokemon, by the way. And then I got to the end of the game and people were like, hey, why did you catch every Pokemon? Which is always fun. It's always fun to see that type of reaction, I suppose. And I'm not here complaining. The fact that people want to see me play more of this game is absolutely amazing. But I think also, like, I just want to be honest with you guys and kind of let you know where my headspace is at with this game. This game has been very, very long. Very great, but very, very long. And we've had some great side quests along the way. Well, these enemies are getting higher and higher levels. Look at this. I have a feeling that we're going to be trekking through this place for a bit. I feel like this is going to be pure, like, Final Dungeon style. And that's just the way things go. And, like, I always try to be very, very positive about every single game I play, because I think it's just a miracle that we get video games in general. You know, when I'm playing, like, LA Noire or something like that for the first time, remember I was playing that game and just being like, it's crazy that we can do this at all. You know what I mean? It's crazy that we're even allowed to do this at all. I know it's kind of like, people might see it as like an anti-consumer standpoint. It's not really anti-consumer for me. To me, it's more a case of like how crazy this game is. You know what I mean? It's just like how crazy any game is. I was playing Dead Rising recently. I rebought it on the PlayStation 5, and I guess PlayStation 4, but on the PlayStation 5. And I was like so impressed. Just the idea of like this 10-year-old game, even more than 10 years old, it's way more than 10 years old at this stage, and still being like, how did we do this? How do we do this? You know what I mean? Like, we've got to the point that like we're kind of like jaded when it comes to video games. Like, it's like, oh, it just happens. I buy a video game and it appears on my shelf. You know what I mean? Like, when in reality, there's so much work that goes into a video game. So much work. Like, to get a video game even to work. Not just to get for a video game to be fun. Like, it takes a lot of work for video games to be fun, right? But like, what about the work that's put into them? Let's check where we can go here. So this is a dead end over here, so we go here first. Do you want to fight us?
Gonna blast them into next week.
Never a dull moment, eh?
And before we go into the final battle, we will be like changing all of our stats, changing our gems, changing everything. Changing all the stuff that we can change. And like also choosing our final party stances. I think that our party right now is pretty good. It's pretty good. I thought. It's me, Uni. I thought. There's going to be some stuff that we can definitely do to change the classes up. But it all depends on how... I think I like having like 3 healers on the team at any one point. Wait, do we not? We don't even have a hero on our team. Are we not allowed to have heroes in here? Or are we just not allowed to have Gondor? Are we not allowed to actually have? Are we not allowed to have Gondor? Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. No way. Are they seriously not allowing us to have Gondor? That is ridiculous. What is the point of collecting heroes then? I want Gondor. Where's my Gondor? These battles are actually actually. You know why? You know why we're failing so much in these battles? Because we don't have Gondor. Where's my Gondor? Look, I'm not complaining. All I do is I want Gondor. All I want is Gondor. And if I get Gondor, that's it. That's all I want.
Please work with me.
Can we... Are you joking? That is so... I understand the story purpose, but they're gonna tweak the story slightly. Just have Gondor come with us. Now I have to choose some other stinky hero to come with us. What about you, Miyabi? What can you do? Have to choose some other stinky hero.
I won't falter.
Who do we choose then?
Change this world.
You had a good one, actually. I remember Fiona was actually pretty good. And having that extra healer, we could change someone else's class. Fiona was actually very, very good. Miyabi could be good, too. Well, you can, like... Okay. We have to figure this out. We have to figure this out who we're gonna pick as our classes here. Oh, we also have to do our interlink as well. Look at that. I think we're gonna choose Proud Banner Fiona for now. Yeah.
Future awaits.
And then I think we're going to do... We're going to change our characters' classes around. I think we're going to have Tyon maybe be something different. Or maybe actually keep Tyon as a healer, because he actually is a pretty good healer. And instead switch from Medic Gunner to... a rank 20 War Mech we go. We want you to be kind of... Oh no, we should probably change you back to this.
Leave the healing to me.
And then change Tyon to like an incursor or something, but then that's just gonna... I'm trying to think of what class I want Tyon to be. I don't know. This class is pretty good for him, Seraph, but... I want a non-healer role for him. We could do Saber, or we could do another, like... I could do Saber. It actually might be a good idea. We can't do Thumithvich. No. We could do Flash Fencer. Let's try Flash Fencer for a while.
I'll take the offensive then.
Yeah. Let's try it. But now we have to change his goddamn scissors. There you go. Just take anything you want. Take anything. Take anything you want then. Take the champion's belt. Is that what you wanted? Okay, so that should be pretty good. Also, we have Arts, Ground Bite. We have skills. Gems, everything going to go gems, everything going to go to accessories. Edge Trust, Shadow Eye. And we have so much points for our interlink. It's not even funny. I'm gonna have to do this off camera at some point, maybe. Okay, we'll keep going for now. I'm not sure if this is the best idea for a class. Sorry for like spending so much time doing that, but like I just kind of wanted to think of what to do. Without Gondor, this is kind of busted.
Come to uni.
Something so valuable here.
All of a sudden, I'm not happy. Man, like I don't know. They just I shouldn't have gotten used to Gondor. What a fun like little class to play to have as your hero.
Think you're all that, do ya?
Come here. I got something for you.
Cheers, you're a gem.
Enemy
At least we have Fiona now on our team. We have a healer. We also have Tyon doing like extra damage. Oh yeah, you can see the damage we're doing is much more at least. Because we have like 2 swords masters. I would prefer Dead Legend King.
Everyone healed out. No complaints.
You're a lifesaver.
I can still do this. Are you okay? Dark fan.
And Tyon's no good as a damaging class, I don't think. I think he should be healer, and we should probably give Mio the. But then I want the Tumatage. I kind of want the Tumatage. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We're not in any final state. We're not in a state where we have to like have a finality. Not everything's final. Well, look at you, big boy. We'll talk about yeah. Ooh, look at this big boy. Don't we love him? He's so nice and so sweet. Yeah, it's me, big boy. Yeah, big boy. How do people watch my videos? It's just me saying chunky and big boy over and over again. There's a chunky big boy today. But maybe we should only choose something that he has in hold on a second. So if we go to characters and class, and we go to Tyon, I don't know. I think he's okay as a Flash Fizzer, but I think these healing classes are better for him. Maybe not. Maybe Flash Fizzer's okay. I don't know, guys. It's this late into the game. No point in learning it now.
MVP. You're all thinking it.
Gonna blast them into next week. All set and ready to tumble.
I do have an idea. I think we're gonna practice on blue guy over here. And we weren't even focusing attacks for that stuff. And now we are. Now we're big focusing attacks.
You're a lifesaver.
Senna, it's okay. Yeah, I like the Thumatitich is my favorite class in the game. I think in terms of like healing, like it's so dynamic in terms of healing and here we go. In terms of healing and damage, I find. So let's start off with the Pinion Prime. So her thing is when chosen multiplies the TP of all active party stuff. So I think that's actually pretty good. Still pretty good. Now, it's not Gondor levels of good, but I always like this. You know what I mean? I always like this. So let's start off with one random buff. Booster accuracy up, 31 up. Then let's start off with a side strike to break. And then we'll try and topple me timbers. And then, oh, well, here we go. We got it. Pinion Prime time. Oh, we're going to need her as well to do the damage as well. She's going to be our big damager now that Gondor is gone as well. Always has been. Uni's always been the big damager. Back in action. Brave Assault. Always Brave Assault. Let's start off with the Superstorm. And then let's go for a Grind Splitter. It's so good because it heals and it does a bit of damage too. Wow. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? But see, now because we don't have the back in action thing, it's much harder for us to get to the point we want to now. We have to like, without Gondor, we have to work for stuff and it's awful. Stinky, stinky work. That's a good back in action. Lightning Quick, I suppose. And then let's do Unbreakable Heart. See, her healing powers are not good for us here. They don't do us any good here. That was so good. What? I'll take it. I love when like her little catchphrase is always very brutal. It's like, you will be rude today. You even tried to look at me cooking. So we'll start off with Fatal Barrage. Oh, it's gonna go right away into overkill. That's fine though, that's fine. We could have done way more damage. It's gonna multiply as well right into it. Yeah, we could have done an amazing as well. That's fine. But look, this is without our Gondor. Let's see how much damage we do. Without Gondor.
You're finished.
Like without Gondor, we did that. That's pretty good. I'll take that.
What did you think would happen? This was a nice find. Guys, get ready to fight.
You know what I mean? Without Gondor. I miss you, Gondor. Where did you go? This whole episode's gonna be like, I miss Gondor. Seriously though, what an amazing like hero. And now they're just like, hey, don't use her for the final dungeon. Kind of silly. What else? I actually thought I had earlier when I was saying that I try to be positive about games. I feel like one of the things that always happens to me though is because I try to be positive about games because they're so amazing. Is that whenever I do criticize something that I think is a fair criticism, people like will be like, "Oh, you're being brutal. You're being rude." I try not to do that. To me, I try not to nitpick.
Gonna blast them into next week.
I like this class lineup. I think this is a good class lineup. Actually, having Valdi as a healer might be even better. We'll see. We'll see how we feel.
Thanks for the support. Here we go. You guys, I'll get you shit.
Oh, Senna's dead now.
Give us a smile, Senna.
I shouldn't have said it so casually. Yeah, I guess Senna's dead.
Be right there. Gotcha.
Enemy's broken away from me.
You guys.
How?
Done more. Leo, I don't believe it.
All right, is everyone dying to these guys? Is this us? Are we this weak now? Have we gotten to that stage in our careers? Are we no longer or was it Ouroboros? Zed is like, these were the guys that we were gonna have trouble with. We're coming for you, Zed.
It worked because you carried the plan up to the letter.
Okay, no problem.
Is this like
Zed,
rare
we're
here?
coming. Yes, you can. That's fine.
Oops, they found us.
Like I don't know, like I think Final Dungeon. Like I was gonna say Final Dungeon. You kind of have to fight everything. I remember Dragon Quest XI's first Final Dungeon. I remember like just after a while just being like, I did not want to fight anything here. I was like, please just Because like the thing is like that game can be broken wide open. And here's the thing, people always go, you're like cheating the game doing that. It's not cheating to have to use a bunch of moves together that like just work. Like was it like, you know, you divide Eric, you then like poison the enemy, and then you have a move that does more damage to an enemy that's poisoned. So it does triple the damage, and it already then doubles the triple of the damage. So in reality, you got like one of the most powerful things you ever seen in your life. And it's over. So that's a tip for you got there, guys. What was it, Cobra Strike or Venom Strike or something like that? Kian, have a lovely time with you, my friend. By friend, I mean my lovely, lovely nephew.
All worked hard for that.
Man, this is very, very, yeah, this is very Final Dungeon-esque.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
I wonder if this is gonna be a rest spot ever. Or for like outer rest spots, if we're done with rest spots.
I'd say
Yeah,
we
pretty
were
much what I
moving in
expected
sync.
to, Tyon. Tyon, pretty much what I expected to.
Not to worry. Just stick to
Tyon,
the
what do you expect from this one? What do you expect from this one, Tyon? Do you expect we'll defeat it? I think we'll defeat it too. Pretty much what I expected. Pretty much I expected it. Hey, watch this. Look, I expected this. You want to see something else I expected? Watch this. What I expected?
That was
That,
spectacular.
that was pretty much what I expected.
Was the MVP.
Oh, you're always the MVP, Lions. There's a checkpoint down. There's like a mark down here. Maybe it's just because of the door.
Found us.
Honestly, like, we'll probably you know what? Maybe we should try Miyabi. We haven't tried Miyabi on the team. We might as well try like the heroes we haven't tried yet. It might be actually very good use. But again, I want to kind of maybe a healer on the team. Actually, it doesn't have to be a healer. We could change back Tyon to being a third healer and have an attacker on the team. That wouldn't be too bad. I mean, it couldn't hurt. Violent streak is coming. Violent streak is coming. Violent streak has arrived. Here you go. Who wants the violent streak?
It means there were no holes in my strategy.
Yeah, there's a marker down here. I'm assuming it's probably just because of the door. Just as I expected. But we'll see. By the way, Xenoblade 2 sucks. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 sucks. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I should probably replay Xenoblade 2 at some point, not on the channel. It's been a while. I played it when it came out, I think like it came out in 2017, I played it in 2018, so a year afterwards actually. I didn't get the Switch until Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu came out. And I got Let's Go Eevee, and I got the edition, Switch edition, and I still have it there, it's actually really cute. Brown and yellow Switch Joy-Cons. Something so valuable here. My name is Tyon. Something so valuable here.
Amicia.
Hear that, Noah? Lange thinks you're cute. Fact. Yeah, it's just a marker. This is pure, just like... This is the finalist of final dungeons.
It's another thing to
Xenoblade Chronicles 3 not having a cutscene every 10 minutes is weird. This is weird.
fight with focus.
I don't know how I feel about it. We haven't even had a rest spot. Like, and I'm assuming there will be rest spots here. Like little camps maybe or something like that. Like makeshift camps at least. It wouldn't make sense not to have it because then like we just couldn't like use any of our extra levels or anything like that.
I know just where it hurts the most. Perfect time.
Are we not like...
Stay back for now.
We're not close. Did I get knocked away? Is that... So I was just like, sorry guys, sometimes I just like, especially on Fridays for some reason, after work, I just go into like a daze.
That's how you pull off a win.
Yeah. See if we can keep this up.
Come here! I got something for you!
Thanks for the support.
Make this quick.
Can't let you kill me. Everyone,
Enemy's broken away from me!
The heat is on.
Oh, he's dead.
They found us.
Wait, did it die?
Come here! I got something for you!
Did it die? Did we get the experience for that?
Enemy's broken away from me!
Or did like what happens if you topple a bird? Why, Lance? Are you doing? Lance, can you do your job, maybe? Lance, do your job, Dad.
Broken away from me! Come here! I got something for you!
Thanks for the support.
That's the weak point! Enemy's broken away from me!
Did we cancel? I've been always thinking about this. Can you do this? Hold on one second. Thank you guys. Don't pick up Tyon. You just keep dying. Tyon dies every 2 seconds. Just let him lie down for a bit. I think Tyon wants to sleep. Just as I expected. Just as I expected. I wanted to lie down.
That's how you pull off a win.
Yeah. See if we can keep this up.
Whoa. Fucking sick. This game is sick. Much better than that shitty Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Shall we deal with this?
Come here! I got something for you!
Thanks for the support.
Nothing! Enemy's broken away from me!
It's a joke, Xenoblade 2 fans. It's called a joke. Look it up in the dictionary. It's funny because, like, you know... Okay. Never want to ever make fun of a game like that. I never will. Wait, is this a rest spot? Rest spot? Rest...
Graphical info updated.
Whoa. No, this is exactly where we have to go. Okay. Wait, this might be a rest spot. Control. It's a rest spot. Hold on a second. Which hero are we going to use? Hero roster. Wait. Would he be considered a hero? Yeah, I'm wondering, like, would he be considered a hero, though? Like, these guys, I guess they would be. Ethel's not with us right now. These guys are heroes. When chosen, multiple TPs from next... Okay, so that's... What's your one? Multiplies TP by 200% first when first in line to attack, but TP returns to pre-activation save on reactivation. We can't use Monica, so not even pointed checking her. When chosen, Mio gains TP equal to 100% of hero's TP, maximum 99, only applied to Mio is attacked. Mio gains TP equal to 100% of hero's TP. That's dumb, but so cool. You know what I mean? I didn't mean dumb. Like, it's cute and it's freaking amazing, but I can't use it. If you get what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't be able to use it effectively. Juniper, what's your one again? When chosen, increase damage ratio by 50 percentage points. Oh, maybe. 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 Guarantees an amazing rating when a hero completes an order, but they won't reactivate this. Okay. I'm thinking this one. What the fuck is that? I'm thinking Juniper. I'm thinking we go with Juniper. For now. Where's Juniper?
Let my bow do the talking.
I thought you said lick my bow. I was like, what are you talking about? Now we can change Tyon back to being a little bit of a little daddy healer. You know what I mean? A little daddy healer, never hurt anybody, you know? Do I creep people out when I say daddy healer or mommy healer? Hopefully not, because it's going to happen more and more.
You know, you've got to take regular breaks.
Oh, it's so adorable. Let's see what we can level to. Oh, level up to. I'm sure, assuming everyone can level up. 71. Juniper leveled up to 75. Right.
I definitely feel stronger.
I'm gonna kill you, Meow. Imagine you just murder in cold blood right now. It's like, Jesus, dude. Calm down. Let's cook a bit as well. Let's do some experience point cooking. Juniper's with us now as well. I'll take this, actually. I'm trying to boost our experience points. And by the way, guys, that's gonna end this video here. I know this episode was very weird because like we didn't really have any like big moments or cutscenes. But I feel like that's gonna happen like in a final dungeon. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Much love and all that.